Hi guys, so today I want to have a one-on-one conversation with y'all as far as setting yourself up for success in nursing school. You have to have absolutely a game plan, even I would say 6 months to a year prior to even pulling out an application and filling it and sending it out to them. Reason why this coming about is because I realize in the classroom that I see a lot of people that are late to class who honestly has to depend on their 9 to 5 job to make ends meet, and you have to realize that nursing school itself is a 9 to 5. And so I'm going to give you a little tips of what I did before I even thought about, hey, I want to go fill out an application and go to nursing school, LPN school at that, and make it work and change my life in 12 months. So right now I'm sitting in my apartment with my sister and her girlfriend. Before, I had my own apartment a few months ago, back in October, and I missed that apartment so much. What I did was I realized, I said I need a better life, because I'm always either losing a job or quitting a job or just ultimately saying forget a job and find another the next day. Because if I'm not happy, I need to just move on. I'm not going to just stay at a job and be frustrated like people like they do for years on end. I'm not that type of person. I'm going to move on. And so I said college right now is stressful, and me getting my bachelor's is going to take a few more years than I thought, and I don't want to wait. I need to make money now. And so again, at home, I said, you know what, my lease is coming up in October, and I'm gonna put my 30 days in. And before my sister, when she got her own apartment, she actually got an extra bedroom, just like a spare bedroom. And I said, hey, how do you think about me and you and your girlfriend all staying together and we all split the bills? And she was like, hey, that'll be great, because she's in school and her girlfriend is formulating her own tea business, and we all just have all successful stories that we just need to get through right now. And me coming in the equation will just be a big help, and it'll be a good money saver. So I put my 30-day notice in at my apartments. I also downloaded an app called Let Go app, and I started even selling my clothes. Started selling some fancy clothes or some shoes that I had just for a cheap price to make an extra buck. I sold my leather couch, and I just want to cry right now. My leather couch was like over $1,200. My uncle did give it to me, and I ended up putting it online for $600, and I bargained it down for $500, and I gave it to these people. 2 couches and an ottoman. I gave it to them. I didn't care no more, because I realized, I said, school is like in 2 more months, and I need any money that I can. With the money that I did save, I was saving money because I was working 2 jobs, and I was going to school doing my prereqs at night. And so I made $500 for that in extra cash from selling my clothes and my shoes, and then put my 30-day notice in, and then I moved in with my sister, right? And I didn't even grab an application yet at the LPN school. So a couple of weeks later, I went to go speak to the advisor. Like I said, I took my acupuncture 3 times, got my advanced scores, and then I got into the program, and then still worked my butt off till January came around to start slowing down my hours, and then only to work in probably a day or 2 out of the weekend, or not working at all. And so how does this come about is, when I was in labs, we're doing skills now, y'all. We did range of motions, we're working on wound care, and just overall hand hygiene, just the basic skills right now. And it was me and some classmates all sitting down. They realized, okay, I'm the quiet one. I was like, okay, let me start up a conversation. I said, what made y'all all get into LPN school? And they was like, to be honest with you, I needed a better life. I'm talking about, these are people that are either my age, they're either 19, 22, they're in their mid-30s, or they're in their 50s. Right, in their 50s, and they either have kids or they don't have any kids at all. And so I was like, yo, tell me y'all stories. Like, how did y'all get where y'all needed to go? There's one girl that told me that she did the same route that I did, And she was like, I didn't even know if I was going to get into LPN school, but I realized my lease was coming up before the day I was supposed to turn in the application. And I realized I needed to save up 6 months prior. And she put in her 30-day notice in. She called her mother and she was like, hey, I need to move back in with you. Like, I need a better life. Like, she was like calling her mom, begging, saying, hey, I need to get back on my feet and get back into nursing school. And her mom was okay with it. She pays the bills, helps her out, and then she pays her own personal bills, like the car or the insurance, just like me. One thing that I did was I paid off my car prior till I got into nursing school. I paid it off in actually in October. I kept paying in more and more. Even the more money that I got with my second job, I was just like, I didn't even look at it in my bank account. I was like, hey, take the money out. Didn't even think about it. And then there was another girl that stated that she even was considering having her dad move in with her at her house, and her dad watch the kids and even help her contribute to bills. That's another reason. Let's see, what's another thing? Overall, there's people with or without kids that made a plan 6 months prior, or found somebody that they could save money with before they went into nursing school, even before they even got an acceptance letter. And I have to tell y'all this more and more. You need to prepare yourself for success. I was doing a range of emotions check off, and I was talking with an older lady that's a substitute for us, and she was checking me off, and I was talking with her. I knew my skills, and she was saying, I could tell, you're very goal oriented, the way that you talk, especially that you're 22 years old. You don't look like it because you look so mature. And I was like, yeah, I definitely am. I just can't sit on my behind and not do anything with my life at this age. I gotta make it. By all means, I have to make it. And her, with her bachelor's of science, I told her my whole goal and how I did it, and how I actually live 2 minutes away. And some people, they even live an hour away from this school. But she was like, again, you have to have an ultimate game plan, because even with your bachelor's, it's going to be the same round again. And you got to realize that to get where you need in life, you have to make some sacrifices. So again, with the people that were late to class, there was a few people, and they're the ones with the kids too, that they might be like 5, 10, or 20 minutes late to class, and they probably not thinking nothing of it, but I'm thinking something of it. I'm trying to be out there, be there for them per se, and the nurses as well, the teachers. And every time I see them being late, I look at the teachers, and the teachers are looking at themselves, and I can see them docking them off. Every time that you late, that's going to add up to a day, another day. And there's only so many days that you can have off nursing school before they tell you, hey, it's not going to work out. And the girl that I was talking to, she told me, like, the reason why she's having trouble is because she didn't save up any money. She has kids, and she has to live paycheck to paycheck. Like, whatever money she gets, it's either going to bills or the food. And I'm so upset for her, because I want to see, her grow and whatnot. But the way how it's looking, and how other people who do the same as it's not looking too good. And so even if you know that you're not in a great place in your life, maybe it's not the right time for you to apply for nursing school. Maybe it's just not that year, and it's probably the next year that you can do it. You have to have an ultimate goal. I have to keep reiterating this information, because if you don't, your mental well-being, it's not going to work. You know how much reading that you have to do, you know how much writing that you have to do, you know how much moving around you have to do, and then on top of that, you have an extra job at school and at home to the kids, and another job at your own job. How does it work? And I see some people that do it, that work full-time and whatnot, but still they have dedication to their studies. There's some people that don't have any dedication to their studies, and it just does not work. So again, I wanted to have that heart-to-heart with y'all, that even if you have kids or no kids, that was a few tips to help y'all, that y'all need to think about this 6 months to a year from now, that, hey, I want to get my life together. That means I need to put back an extra $100 a month or something like that, or $5 per week. Do something, because you need to think about what I need to do till you get nursing school. It's the real deal, y'all. And I want to see all of y'all, strive for success. I did see some of y'all comments. Y'all said y'all start nursing school in January. Again, watch this video. If you have any questions, Please like it. You can message me or anything like that, and I can give you a few tips. Kind of good with numbers too as well. And as far as money, I'm like Mr. Krabs with money. Like I can hold on, make a $20 bill stretch, y'all. There was so much stuff that I was doing. There was so much stuff as far as grocery shopping. Like I was probably spending like $50 on, name brand grocery shopping, something like that. As far as vegan products, and there was sometimes I would just have to cut that out. I might have wanted my dark chocolate covered raisins. That was probably like $5 per pound, and I had to cut that out. And I'm sorry, y'all. And I had to cut that out. You can easily make a healthy pack of noodles or something like that, or a great big salad. You just have to cut back. And like I said, nursing school, if you are not blessed with the opportunities to come from money, then formulate your own game plan to make it. Don't let not having no money stop you. Save your money, you know what I'm saying? Cut back on things that you clearly just don't need at all. And me, I can look at my closet right now. I don't need all of that stuff. All that stuff don't matter to me. I just need to be successful by any means necessary. So that was just like a little, one-on-one talk with y'all, you know what I'm saying? And I hope y'all have a great day. And remember to like, comment, subscribe. And I can't stress this enough. If you are watching this, just subscribe, girl. I'm going to be here. Subscribe.